really overall in good shape. So let's just get you warmed up a little bit here, and then we'll get into fixing those problems.
Yay!
Okay, let's do some stretching.
Oh.
Oh, hello. Lift. Oh. Clearly we haven't done that today. Alright, let's do a little head roll around. And in a direction. Bring your head to the top of the spine. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Bring them up and around. Are those sunflowers on your sweatshirt?
Mm-hmm. That once upon a time.
I collect sunflowers. I love sunflowers. You can see I've got some even in here.
Oh,
And my kitchen is all done with sunflowers. And reverse.
This is really unpleasant.
A little stiff today, huh?
My dad somehow convinced me to go to the gym with him twice over the weekend, and so.
A little sore, huh?
Ow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we do this, kind of work out those kinked up places, right? Okay. Well, let's see if we can relax it out. Just go into our ragdoll. Everything is really hanging.
Ignore this.
Okay, good goes. Let the arms feel nice and loose. Relax the neck. Good. Just it's okay to kind of flop around. And take a nice deep breath for me. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And we're going to hiss. And use that air. Move it. Yeah. Okay. And roll back up nice and slow. Stacking one vertebra on top of the next, on top of the next. Come up, nice tall spot. Feel the head floaty at the top of the neck. Good, okay. Gentle bounce up on the balls of the feet. Engage the core. Alright. So we're a little bit more we're centered now. Good. Okay. Let's do our breathing. Get the breathing going. Come here in front of the mirror. Do some panting. Nice. We'll start slow. Nice, easy, slow. Pant. We'll inhale. We'll exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Keep going. Feel a bit tension in these muscles too. Good. Great. Make sure we're expanding when we inhale. There we go. Okay, ready, breath. That's it. Take the inhale now through a slightly open mouth as opposed to through the nose. Okay. Now we're going to do a little coordination. Have we done like by 3 pants and then inhale, yes? Yeah, okay. So you're going to pant on a single breath, but isolate the muscles. You're still going to kick it in, right? Then you're going to take another breath and go into the hiss. Okay, so 3 shorts, big, long hiss. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, now this time we're going to do 4. Inhale this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think you got a little more in there. Yeah, you do. Okay. All right. So now let's do 5 pants. Inhale, hiss. But yeah, use all of that last little bit. Okay. It's like you're holding back a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Just, it's okay. Use it all. Take a nice big inhale. Let's do the hey. Let out a big hey. Send it through the wall for me. Anytime. Let's do it. Lay it on me.
Hey!
Good. Now do it on he for me.
Okay. He!
Yeah, okay. Put a little bit more. Your hey was a little freer. The he got a little tight.
Yeah.
So let the E still feel a sensation of breath releasing through it.
Okay.
Try again.
He!
Yeah, and keep it as you fall down, right? Like as you bring it down, let the air still, support it all the way through the fall, so to speak, right?
Okay.
So let's do it on hay. Backing off of your tone. Let yourself feel that same pew, just like you did on that. Hey, it was so nice and bright and had such wonderful, rich attack. So don't lose that, even though we're singing, right? I want you to still feel like you're just really speaking. You're sighing out on these particular pitches, but don't lose the energy. Here we go.
here. Think more width. Okay. Energize that first pitch. Ba da 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 da. Yeah, good. That's all right. Try that one again. Keep the A just very focused as you descend. Yes. That's okay. Do it on he for me. Good. That's okay. So it's just right in that weird passaggio area, right? So remember that it has to get skinnier and more intense as we come down. Yep, yep. Right, just like hang on for dear life. It's just like, no, you're going here, right? I mean, it's gonna want to like be like a runaway horse, right? And you're gonna be just like, no, we're staying on the track right here. And just like say, let that air stay very, very focused and steady, just steady. Not giving the horse the reins. You're just like, nope, got control. Good. Try ha for me. Get a little more forward vowel. That's a little too much ha. Ha. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Taking that smiley place. The mask coming out through the front of your face. Yes, good. Keep it right there. That's it. Closed and bright. It's like it's right there. Yeah. If I can do it, you can.
Thanks.
Here we go. Okay, that's all right. A little bit brighter. Smile on me. Smile. Do a smile. Go. Yeah, but don't let the sound get in there, like no. So I'm really focusing on letting the tone like be out here, like literally feeling like I'm singing outside of myself down here. Take a breath to see if you can find that. Okay, let's do this one. The C flat. Okay, yeah, there we go. Do that one and. Yeah, there we go. Good. That's all right. You don't need that right now. But that E flat's good.
Yeah, but any lower than that, it wants to pull in.
Well, for one thing, that's low for where you are right now in your training. I mean, that's low. No. But you're gonna get there. It's gonna happen. It's just not. It's just not quite ready yet. That's all right. That's all right.
One day.
Okay, so let's start with Ferris Isle. See if we can get it into a little happier place.
Ooh.
As for me, I'm trying to make sure that I can play a little bit more of the accompaniment, which I should be able to with this one. Just to force you
Oh.
to
Force me.
sing your notes, okay?
Oh.
All right. So, what was that? Okay. So, our main comment, right, is don't conduct yourself. So you're gonna have to internalize that beat, okay? Internalize your 3, 4, okay? Rough start. Every time you have an embellishment, you're having trouble fitting it in the rhythm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so yeah,
Kinda.
it's those 8s, that are
Yeah.
moving, and then identifying those times where, and we kind of worked on this in your lesson last week, when you have those little dissonances that then resolve, you have to enjoy those a little bit more, okay?
The dissonances or the resolution?
Well, I felt like you were struggling more with the dissonances than the resolutions.
Okay. Enjoy the dissonance.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
when there are those moments where the piano has moved and you haven't yet, you got to own those. Okay,
There we go.
so do we say was he just giving you an A flat major chord to start? Is that what he was doing? Or was he just giving you? Is it easier for him just to give you the first 2 pitches? Would you rather that? Because it can be whatever you need.
The chord was fine.
Chord's okay? All right. Ready? Easy breath. You had all the notes. Your rhythm got a little kerfuffled at choose. You gotta just keep that moving. Yeah, okay. But what I want you to do with this is just sing it out a little bit more, okay? You're singing behind it. You are pussyfooting, as my Turkish teacher would say, okay? And remember, take on King Arthur. and sing out to the beautiful green isle of England, right? And let yourself feel the expansiveness of singing about this beautiful land. Okay? All right. So let's do it again, and I just want you to focus on just releasing it more. All right. Okay, you were great. You were great. You lost a little bit at the end of flow.
I
Okay,
was
so you
like,
got
hold on.
sorry. Okay. So just remember, you're going right back up the. You know, you've come down. And you're gonna go back up. Yeah. Okay. All right. Though, but thank you. That was gorgeous. That was great.
It's
So-
not exactly piano though.
Don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. Look, you see how they're in parentheses? You want to know who put that in there? The publisher. Publisher says, I think it might be supposed to be soft. Screw it. We don't care. No one cares if they can't hear you. I mean, dynamics are nice. And yes, it was mentioned in there that she wanted like some more of these, right? Well, what I'm wanting is more of these. Okay? In other words, letting yourself continue growing through the phrase. And you can do a little bit more of this like when you have those moving eights, but do this within starting at like a freaking mezzo forte or forte. Okay? Because like I say, if we can't hear you, then it doesn't matter. Then
It's a nice piano.
Exactly. David will, get some nice comments. But what you just did was great. I heard you. It was lovely. Nice legato. You have such a natural connection through your voice. So share that with the rest of us. Okay, can we start at seat of pleasure and of love, since that was a place that we kind of derailed? There we go, okay? So, right at seat. Yes, much better, much better. When it goes just a little lower, like on Grove, when you have those O vowels, make sure that they're a little bit farther forward so that we can, even though they're lower, so just make them a little bit brighter.
Forward.
That's kind of what I was saying to Mary today in studio class, where some of those O vowels for her were
kept pulling
back.
Okay.
Yeah. Make sure to, what is that word? It's seat, isn't it? Okay.
Yes.
Seat of pleasure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put a little teeny tiny bit more spit on your T, because it's almost coming out like you're saying seed.
Oh.
And I'm like, seed of pleasure.
That's a difference.
I'm not sure that's right. So seat of. So really do a little aspirate and pop that tongue there right behind the back of the top teeth, just a little bit more. Just because, like I say, I was kind of like, seed of pleasure? That's not what this song is about. Okay, so can we go from and forsake per Cyprian Grove. Here we go. You've got it. You got it. Just again, this is a place where feeling this left over from somebody else's lesson, but that sense of letting the line and your energy carry you up over that. 1 and 2 and 3. So again, that's another place where we can have a little bit of this. Oh yeah, but all of that, Grove, Cyprian Grove, all much better. So let's do it Cupid from his. Here we go. Where there's that crunchy, because he's got this going, and you have to sing a C. Yep. So you gotta own that. Stay on that same. When you take your breath after nation, okay. Just like own it and head up the mountain.
Why, Purcell? Why?
Oh, let me tell you, when we did his full opera 2 years ago. This wouldn't even be a blip on the radar compared to all of the complications that gave us. Okay, sing Nations for me so we can get into that C. Okay, right there. Much better, Tom. Let's see if we can get those E flats in just a little bit happier space for you. Okay, this is that's that little passaggio area that is got to stay super skinny, and you got to keep the airflow really focused, and don't let the horse get away from you. Let's do From Jealousy. Same thing again, and when you get to that, so spare and that dies. Okay. I want you to feel a little bit more like accent. I want you to dig in there just a little bit more, okay? When the voice wants to crack or get unstable, that indicates that we're not giving enough air pressure, right? And our first instinct is to back off of it, but instead you have to advance, attack. And I don't mean tight squeezy. But I mean in that focused way. You gotta, like say, you gotta lean on it so that because that's going to create the stability. If you back off of it, then the throat's gonna just go. It's gonna run away horse. It's gonna go like, right.
Okay.
Let's do jealousy again. Thank you. Yes, those were the best notes you sung. That was great. Then just make sure as you have your little descending line then, as you come down to that love, make sure it stays, that can open up a little bit more and be a little bit bigger. And you know what? Let's just do one verse.
Yay!
It's not that, I mean, it's a sweet tune, but it ain't that good. So, and I don't mean by how you're singing it, I just mean, you know, thanks Purcell, but once is enough. Okay, let's go back to Cupid from his favorite and do this last section. Here we go. So your care was good. It was the.
Yeah, I was like, that's not it.
You pull just a little too far. Just a little too far. Okay. But thank you for being so brave on your care, because it was much better. That time it was a little like, so now if we can just refine that. I love the fact that you were confident. That I like. Now, can we do it with musicality and confidence as opposed to whacking each note?
You get one or the other.
Apparently, yeah. So just shape it a little bit more. Okay. But I loved the ascending line. That was all right. All right. Then we gotta find that tritone. Okay. All right. One more time from Cupid. Jealousy. Okay, so yeah, there's that E flat that we were working today, okay? And remember how you were kind of loose, you were opening on it a little bit down? It's like, just let that, let's go ahead and kind of let it really feel like, Dr. Baker talks about dropping the egg, like don't drop an egg. Feel like you're dropping a bowling ball. I mean, it's just like, boom, there it is. Let's do a jealousy. those E flats were great.
You could hear them.
I could hear them. You were committing to them, and that's what I liked. Yeah. So I think like let them be bigger down there, especially because of the vowels we have. We have two big open vowels there. Passion, right? So just go ahead and sit on them like a big old fat egg. All right.
Oh.
Good. And we've got time. You still got a couple weeks. So.
No, I was just wondering, why does my voice hurt so much right now? Because I did very bad things with this morning.
Oh, what kind of bad things?
I kind of maybe or may not have puked stomach acid.
Oh, okay. Just like an upset tummy?
Whenever I take in like nutrient sources in the morning, it doesn't agree with me. So like breakfast shakes, vitamins, protein shakes.
Right, just like too much of that.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe you should stop doing that. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't want to carry around my vitamin all day, and so a couple minutes after I took it, I was like, "It's coming up."
Well, that may definitely explain because nothing does, except for maybe coughing. Vomiting is pretty bad on the throat.
Acid
So,
on your in that area.
That's not a good thing. Okay. Well, and that may be why, like those like that passaggio area is giving you a little bit more trouble today, just because it's not what I call firing, right? It's not clicking like it usually does.
Or maybe just in general though.
I mean, you're making some nice sounds, so I mean, I wouldn't say that it's like, oh my gosh, what's happened?
You've lost half your range.
Right, yeah, it's nothing like that. So it may just be that it's just a little inconsistent. But overall, I feel like it's in a good place. Okay, good. So let's take these same principles and apply them to Caro mio bene.
Dr. Couch called out Caro mio bene earlier in piano. I was like,
Oh, really?
Yes, I know it's an easy song, but
Well, it's not that easy to sing.
but I mean, like, he was talking about Strauss as in comparison to like that. This is
Well, yeah. I mean, never mind that they're like 500 years apart. So there's that.
there's that, but the point still remains that this
okay,
is
maybe not 500.
2 centuries.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Rhythm on languisce. Pitch a second time. Work this. Diction on senza. I wonder what she heard on senza di te. Maybe she didn't. I'll have to listen for that. I don't know what she's.
Diction on senza.
Yeah, maybe too much z, and we need a little bit more z in there. Senza, as opposed to senza. Maybe a little bit more t. Senza.
Senza.
So don't spend so much time on the in. I'm getting senza, but senza.
More vowel.
Yes. Elongate the vowel.
More vowel. It's almost like I've heard this before.
Okay.
Senza.
Yeah, senza. All right. Okay. I'm gonna give you a couple bars.
Oh boy.
Oh, now I'm in sharp G. Okay. Yay. Okay.
Hold on.
There's G major. All right, here we go. Ready. And. That's it.
I was humming along that. I was like, that's not it.
Okay.
It's supposed to be higher.
All right, so I'll give it to you again. Bar before. Jeez, Terry. I don't know why this one is so challenging for you.
Okay, look, I even circled it,
I know.
Where-
right? Where it is.
but
Yeah.
I'm getting distracted by, I don't know, the
I know.
D or the
Well,
B.
and you hear this, and then the next thing you hear is that upper G. You know, predominant in that right hand, and so I feel like you just sort of are like,
I want it.
it's like you're pulled up there.
No.
So yes, you gotta stay in tenor land. All right, let's try
I
it
want
again.
my moment.
Yeah, okay, there we go, there we go. Now can we try doing that without like waiting 4 beats? Okay. All right.
Just draw a fermata over it, it'll be fine. Caro mio bene,
Thank you.
credi mia senza di te non
Now, that was getting there. And thank you for working on singing out. Let's do that one more time because I got way too much L. So I got yield.
It's because I was in the middle of laughing.
All right. 1 and 2 and. Yeah, okay, so that was nice. 2 things. Let. So the portamento that time was a little too slow, so it sounded a little scoopy. Okay. So okay. So we want it to be slowish, but
But
we
not
don't
that slow.
want it to sound sluggish. Okay.
You've never met me.
And then make sure you give me a little bit more cut on the ka when you get up there.
I'm just not
Is it-
quite sure where to fit in that.
Ka. You're gonna, the portamento happens for the 2 beats of the half note, and the ka is still gonna happen right on beat 3.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
That's not what I was doing.
Can we just do the tanto rigor coming in to that? There it is. You cannot decide which voice type you want to be today. Okay, here we go. Ready? Tanto, tanto. There we go. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I gave you the right notes. Here we go.
Tanto
enough breath
Yeah.
before that tanto
Mm.
that you're ready for that. And that's then why you don't let the portamento be too sluggish, because geez, then that slows you down too much. Right? All right, one more time from this. Okay, let's try those again. Remember how we want to keep those the little notes just a little bit crisper. I don't want you to sing them staccato, but I want them to have a little bit stronger pulse. Okay? Commit to them. Let's start at the senza di te. Sorry. That one, okay? What's your idea? Good. I'm sorry, I'll give you that chord before to help you with that. Okay, yes, that's the right idea on your ka. The same time too, just because, like I say, this part of your voice is giving you just a little challenge today. Just like I said on Ferrostyle, make sure that you are giving it a lean and not getting all floofy on it. Okay, right there for me. Yeah, that's coming. That's coming. It's gonna be nice. It'll be good. Yeah, and I can tell. Yeah, there's a couple places in your voice that are a little bit more problematic today than they have been in the past, but we never know what we're gonna wake up with. But we definitely want to get started on some new stuff. So, I can't remember what else you said you were into. I think my list is at home. Other possibilities of things. Do you have any requests? I mean, you have some, or, style, or, I can't remember if you said you wanted to do any musical theater, if that was a thing.
Joanna.
Oh, that's right, Joanna. Oh yeah, well, let's do that.
Oh, well.
Okay, I'll pull Joanna out.
What's wrong with me today? I keep saying stuff to teachers and they're like, oh yeah, let's add more work.
Well, your work is pieces of music can always, always be works in progress, right? But these are in some nice shape, and we're definitely at a point where it's like we need to, now we just can work on little tweaky things on these. So we definitely need to get you started on something else. Okay, I'll pull Joanna and we'll get it to you next week.
I have the text message of all the song requests, or song.
That I sent you?
Yes.
Okay.
words.
I mean, I don't remember if there was anything else in particular that tickled your fancy. And now that I'm hearing, got to know your voice a little bit better, I mean, it's also, I can also go back and
Caromil Ben cum laulo de doleta?
Oh, yeah, come dodoleta.
Yeah. Tu kahai le pene?
Tu kale pene.
Pene.
Mm-hmm.
Weep you no more.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty English one.
Oh, Wally Wally.
Nice.
And the fair style.
Okay. Yeah, we can, there's a really pretty aria, pants roll. This would be, pants roll in opera where, and right now this would be like perfect for you. Where, the women were playing the men's parts in the operas. And there's a couple of different good ones that we might look at for you. There's Cherubino from Marriage of Figaro, and there's which then you would go ahead and sing in the treble.
Oh!
But there's some other, like the young boy parts, right, that would be, I think, kind of fun for you. I'm not sure if we're quite ready for them this semester, but maybe some things we could look at next semester. But maybe some things that could kind of prep you for that, possibly. So I will think on it, but we can definitely get Joanna started. That's easy. Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
Oh, my spine.